the top four absolutely locked together, wheel to wheel. Prado, Herlings, Cairoli, Siwa. Prado tips over. Oh! Poor Lan. How quick did that happen? Oh! Clean him up. Mathis Borromei today. I think he found a pair of boxing gloves left over from last year. And Maxime Renault does round out the final turn. He takes his first race win. He takes his first Grand Prix victory as well.
After a very short break, we're back at the Monte Carlo track for the second and third instalments of our Fienza trilogy, making it 3 GPs in just 8 days. It's been hot and sticky since our arrival here last week, and that seems set to continue if the weather forecast is to be believed. Jeffrey Herlings holds a commanding lead in the MXGP standings, but teammate Tom Vial's lead in MX2 is down to 3 points over Jago Hirt, coming into the 7th and 8th rounds of the season. The MXGP of Città di Fienza and the MXGP of Emilia Romagna.
Everybody, our GoPro track preview this week will not focus on the changes to the track because there aren't that many. Instead, we're going to focus on the hills. Now, there are 6 hills around this Monte Carlo racetrack. This one here, by far, the steepest. As we come out of turn 7, we hit a nice steep up ramp. We plunge downhill towards turn 8. There is a long sweeping left through there. And this, actually, the TV cameras don't do this place justice. We've got a fast hill down towards the finish line, where the guys are probably jumping 45 meters through the corner. This one is a little bit different. The speed will be quick. You need good brakes at the bottom of the hill. And just to illustrate that, check this out.
Since the beginning of season 2020, our team name changed to FIM Kawasaki MX2 racing team, which means we are the official MX2 team of Kawasaki, and yeah, we are so grateful for the massive amount of support that they give us.
Third overall. Harup climbs the second step of the podium after that win ensured he would finish second overall. FNH Kawasaki MX2 racing team, Mathis Borromei, Ryan van der Moosdijk, his teammate, second overall. Van der Moosdijk over the line there in second, and Borromei will come through third for third overall. FNH Kawasaki putting their 2 Kawasaki's in the top 2 racing team. Mathis second overall.
I always dreamed to be on the podium in MX2. Latvia was amazing. I like the track, I like the sand. I knew I was confident there, but I didn't expect 3 times podium in a row.
I like the track in Latvia. It's a good track. I have the good feeling also. My bike was good. Then everything is good and a good feeling.
Inside of me, I knew already what I was capable of. I sort of just went out on the track and did everything I could. I just seemed to be very relaxed, very comfortable with the preparation we've done before the season started. It sort of showed in the results that when I don't think too much and don't worry too much, I can actually do pretty well.
For everybody I have individual programs, but that's more outside the bike. On the bike everybody do the same.
Almost every time we go training in the sun, then for sure it's better for me.
I also have some mental tools, and then I work with them and I try to get the best out of them.
Ryan van der Moosdijk has got one thing on his mind, and that is the win. Oh, clean him up. Harup finds his way past Olsen as they work their way towards the first corner. Yes, goes around the outside. It's to Mathis Borromei, put in the fastest lap of 1:55.
We have the good bike, we have the good engine, everything is good. Then for this I chose this team.
I was the only rider that already had a year at FNH Kawasaki.
The team is very relaxed, FNH Kawasaki. So for me to come in, it was quite easy. They took really good care of me from the start. All in all, it was pretty easy for me and very comfortable for me to make the change.
Our ambitions and expectations for this season are definitely to try to finish in the top 7 with all of the 3 of our riders.
Finish both motos and be consistent around the top 5 and have as many podiums as possible.
Yeah, my ambition I think is ride like I ride in the training, so do some good podium.
As long as I just stay to my program and do what I do best, then I know that I will be able to be in top.
Rome is not built in 1 year, so you know these guys are also in our team next year. So I think maybe they better watch out a little bit because we go wide open.
MX2 race 1, the 7th round of the FIM Motocross World Championship. Vial hanging off the back, but Jargo Geerts to the inside, but it's Vial who will cross the foxhole shot line for the 8th time this year. Van der Moosdijk and Harup under the bike, his teammate right in there with him as well, and it was Langenfelder. Guadagnini with a flying start in 2nd position. Wow, check this kid out. Mattia Guadagnini absolutely loving the hard slick conditions here, and Guadagnini leading the way already. Guadagnini is on borrowed time. Vial looks to go around the outside, up on the pegs, he'll cut to the inside here. And now he goes through into the lead. It was close, it was tight. Vial, your new leader on lap 7. How significant will that be come the end of the race? Renault finds his way past Guadagnini. These downhills are a lot longer and steeper and more twisty than they appear. Oh, and Geerts goes around the outside of Guadagnini. So all of a sudden, both the Yamahas have cleared the Husqvarna. Oh, good drive there from Olsen. He's right at the inside. Boromé knows he's there as well. He tries to close the door. Well, there wasn't a lot of room there, but Olsen found some. So Olsen now up in the 4th, the highest place he's been all year. And Tom Vial is going to take the win here in MX2 Race 1. Vial, rider tips over. Oh, just got into the bank, face planted. Van der Moosdijk is 13th. Oh, beaten up the 959. Boromé charges down the inside. See what I mean? Leaving the door open. You give him half a sniff, and the charger will be through, but Beaton won't take that one too easily, and he comes back immediately. Oh, and Geerts on the uphill wave section. Well, Beaton goes through, Olsen goes through, and Geerts struggling to pick his bike up. Bike has been through the wars. So has Jargo Geerts, 13th for the Yamaha rider. As Tom Vial just staying out of trouble. Oh, Boromé's down. He looks winded as well. Looks like he's landed on his left shoulder as well. Drama here in race 2. Oh, Watson upside down in the corner, just trying to get himself free, just pushing too hard. He is going to cross the line for his first ever double race victory. He does it here at Fienza. It's his third Grand Prix win of the season for the first time ever in his career. It goes 1-1. Jago Geerts missing the overall. He has to settle for fourth place. Jed Beaton rounding out the top 5. Vial has a massive lead at the top of the championship now, 21 points. Olsen on the podium for the first time since Italy last year. Renault back on the podium here in Italy. Here's what happened earlier. Towards the end of free practice with Jeffrey Hurlings, he comes in, he gets cross-rutted, and then goes over the bars, slams himself down the track. We wish him well, but he will not be lining up today, Jeffrey Hurlings. MXGP round 7. 7th round of the FIM Motocross World Championship. We are at Città di Fienza. First corner, there was a couple of red bikes in there, and one of them was the Jerry man and AJ. Sewa goes down the inside of Fevre and takes away a position. Fevre responds immediately though. Sewa has re-passed Fevre. Sewa down the inside of Evans takes second. Fevre up the inside of Evans as well and moves past into third place. Geiser down the inside of his teammate. That'll do him a favour. He has to take him out to the fence just to make sure of the pass. Oh, look at that. AJ ran the outside of Valandra. Sewa is the new race leader. And finally, Jeremy Sewa rounds out the final turn. He wins for the first time in MXGP, and the monkey is off his back. The Fly Racing 15-second board goes up for the final time today. MXGP Race 2, 30 minutes plus 2 laps, round 7 of the FIM Motocross World Championship. And just about to get passed around the outside, I think, by Geiser. Geiser goes past Walsh and Evans, but it's Prado who leads. Cairoli second. DeSalle now fourth because Geiser is not hanging around, is he? Two Red Bull KTMs, two HRC bikes, and Geiser slips past Cairoli into second. Only got one thing on his mind when he's in this kind of mood, isn't he? Two Kawasaki's queue up, and then that allows Koldenhoff to go by both of them. Great move that, helped by the fact that Fevre followed his teammate into the turn, and there was no drive going forward from Clement DeSalle. Oh, Prado got offline. Mitch Evans, oh, light at the back end as you scrub your way past the 9-time world champion, Mitch. He's just settling down a little bit here. 1.7 seconds between the first two. Oh, C was tipped over. That left-hander, the long left at the end of it before you end up on that plateau. Oh, just folded the front and then got the wrong side. Tried to ride it out. Cairoli looks to go down the inside. Koldenhoff is lurking in the background as well. So Cairoli, first part done. Find your way past Evans, claw back another couple of points. Tim Geiser will win the race, but it's only good enough for second overall. Behind him, Prado did get caught on the line, and he takes the overall. Wow, A first ever Grand Prix victory for Jorge Prado in MXGP. Jorge Prado makes his own little piece of history here today with 2 second-place finishes to wrap up his first ever MXGP Grand Prix victory. Geiser and Siwa join him on the podium.
After a whole 3 days rest, we're now back for more in Monte Carlo. This is the MXGP of Emilia Romagna.
Ron van der Moosdijk will line up as the only F&H Kawasaki today because his 2 teammates are unfit. It's Vial who grabs the foxhole shot. Vial slips on up the inside. The Yamaha rider though will get the advantage at the end of the straight here. Nothing in it in those 2 motorcycles. Side by side as they drop downhill. And Vial tried to cut across to the inside. Got his act together here though as, changed for 4th place, Maxime Renault. Once again, Kiet tries to go up the inside. He does out-drag the KTM this time though, and almost off the back of the bike right at the end of the wave section. And Jorgo Kiet's now your new leader on lap 6. Renault goes to the outside. Nicely done. He cuts to the inside. He out-drags Olsen on the number 19. Slots into 3rd. And Renault's down. Tips over. Beaton goes by. Vial made a mistake. And he's now under pressure. Vial was off the bike here in that right corner. Back in again. Kietz takes the win though. Vial 2nd. Olsen 3rd. Beaton 4th. MX2 Race 2, the MXGP of Emilia Romagna here at the Monte Carlo circuit. Watson over on the left-hand side. His teammates to the inside, but once again, Vial and Watson goes with him around the outside. Uphill over the wave section for the first time though. Beaton on a charge. Door left open there. Kietz getting passed by Jed Beaton up into 3rd. An impressive first lap for the Australian. Bottom part of the race. And he throws the front. The berm just disappeared from under his wheels. Knocking on the door though is Jorgo Kietz. This time he drops to the inside and it does work for him. So Kietz now into 2nd. Rubini has got himself back into Renault, shaking his head, not sure what's gone on between them. Renault's got problems, that's why. Can he finish the race? Osland, turn left. Here is Beaton in 3rd. Hasn't been on the podium since Portugal 2018, round 5. Vial took off like a scolded cat in the beginning of the race. Tom Vial goes 2-1 here. He wins his 4th Grand Prix of the season. The Red Bull KTM rider will strengthen his grip at the top of the championship table. Vial and Kiet still separated by 21 points. Renault third. He's lost ground though. With a fourth and a third, the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna rider, Jed Beaton. Second overall, Jago Kietz, Monster Energy Yamaha Factory MX2. But Tom Vial, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing, making it very difficult for everybody at the moment.
What happened to him, he has a huge impact on the spine, like a big compression there. We have 2 tiny fractures in a vertebra. Next day he went back to Belgium, got checked out there again, and they came to the same conclusion. That means he's not going to be back this Sunday, of course, and the 3 rounds in Mantova, we need to take it from the next examination end of this month and take it further on from there.
MXGP Race 1, 30 minutes plus 2 laps, round 8 of the FIM Motocross World Championship, the MXGP of Emilia Romagna. But Cairoli leads, but for how much longer? Prado up to the inside, straight away, taking the lead away from the 222. Seaward tries to lean, and they both collide, and they both stay up. Drama on the opening lap between Seaward and Cairoli. Geiser lining up Cairoli early. Doesn't want to spend too much time, and a nudge down the inside, and Geiser goes down, just too impatient. Tried to ride roughshod and Bobashev down as well. And number 3, right. Oh, at the end of the waves. Ooh, straight on. Jeremy Seaward going after his second race win if he can. Evans around the outside of Lupino, so now up into 4th place. 1.6 all of a sudden shrunk to nothing. Game on at the front between Prado and Seaward. Ugly crash, slams himself into the bank. AJ did well to avoid him and holding off. Round the outside, are we going to see a new leader at the bottom of the hill? He has to go inside. Prado goes to the outside. Seaward will close the door, but they almost touch on the way up. Prado not giving an inch. Seaward picks himself up, but a costly error. That lets Prado off the hook. So Prado wins it, 1.7 seconds in the end over his teammate Tony Cairoli. 3rd, Seaward, 4th, Evans, Geiser 5th, Jasikonis 6th. MXGP Race 2, the MXGP of Emilia Romagna here at the Monte Carlo circuit, Fienza. 2 Hondas of Evans and Geiser, 2nd and 3rd. As Geiser looks to challenge his teammate. Mitch Evans, he goes around the outside. All these racetracks in action this weekend as Geiser charges down the inside. Oh, it's very close. Wow, that was tight. Cairoli through, this time on his teammate. Just cruising on by, wasting no time at all, but that was very close on the landing. He'll run to the outside. Prado will try to close the door, but Febvre this time, absolutely clinical. Moves by the 61, then into third. Right, Siwa to the inside. We'll see if this line works now. He goes short, yeah. Prado, I think the tongue's starting to white itself out now. Tony Cairoli today is going to go 2-2. He's going to take back the championship leader's red plate. He's going to win his 91st Grand Prix. And he's going to do it in front of Italian fans. Tim Geiser, your winner. Tony Cairoli second, Febvre third, Siwa fourth, Coldenhoff fifth, Prado to South, Everton fourth, and Lupino was 10th.
After a thrilling triple header here in Fienza, Tony Cairoli rolled back the years to take the red plate in MXGP after Jeffrey Hurlings crashed out of contention. Meanwhile, Tom Vial is now in firm control of the MX2 Championship as we head to Mantova in 2 weeks' time for another Italian trilogy, starting with the MXGP of Lombardia. Ciao!